Hi, Taurus. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your March 2015 forecast for the month. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for tuning in and for joining me and for subscribing and liking and sharing these posts and podcasts. I really appreciate your support. And thank you for liking me on Facebook at Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. Let's start the month with an aspect that I find very appealing, and it has to do with Jupiter, who's stationed in Leo, who will be trining Uranus in Aries. This Jupiter-Uranus trine is at an exact 14 degrees, right smack in the middle of these two fire signs. And for you, Taurus, this is affecting your 4th house of home and your 12th house of spirituality, your house of secrets, your house of dreams and spirituality, psychic ability. So something intuitive is expanding here. Jupiter is expansion. Uranus is sudden abrupt shock. Now, how these can work in a beneficial aspect, which is what a trine is, it's harmonious. It could be, you have a premonition about something, you have a dream about something, expansive knowledge, Jupiter, about the home, 4th house, and something suddenly can change there. Grand ideas, premonitions, expansion of the psychic self, expansion of the ESP, expansion of the home itself, adding on to the home, but maybe suddenly. Watch electricity around the home. This isn't a negative aspect, but for some reason I just thought of toasters, which is random, but toasters and electricity and shocks in the home. So some of you might need to just be a little trepidatious around electrical equipment around that time, but I'm not feeling like this is a detrimental aspect at all, because it's very positive. But I just heard that. Watch the toaster. Maybe that's a message for myself. I need to write that down. Hold up. Watch you plugging in the toaster. Okay, so we'll jump to the full moon that we have on the 5th of March. This is our full moon at 14 degrees Virgo, another 14 degree mark. This is your 5th house of children and romance and creative endeavors, but the full moon is the awakening, is the illumination of something that needs to be seen, that has been hidden. It's bringing an end or a closure to the waxing moon from new to full. Something could dissipate in your romance sector, or children could go back to school or leave for spring break at that time. Or there's an ending or a hiatus to a creative endeavor that can resume again towards the end of the month. Or there might be a hold on your romance. Maybe you were dating someone. This is a light-hearted romance, 5th house, not marriage. But something might be coming to an end, or you see something about this partner that you're not feeling. So you might put them on pause. The full moons work with us. So if we're meant to see something, keep your eyes open. Take those warnings. Heed that little red flag that could be shown your way. On the 12th of March, Mercury makes his transit into Pisces. This is your 11th house of friendships and clubs and groups and organizations. Mercury is communication and information. Information or news coming in about friends. News about joining new clubs, new groups, organizations. And the 11th house is goals and hopes. What's your goal, Taurus? What are you plotting? What are you planning? The Mercury wants you to review. Mercury wants you to analyze your 11th house of goals. Review your goals. Between the time of March 12th through March 30th, he'll transit again into Aries. So you have a good 18 days there with him in this sector. Use it. It's important. I think it's great to get your goals aligned. Write it out. Mercury is writing. He wants to see the details and the analytical process of where you're headed. He loves that shit. On the 16th, this is a day I want you to circle. This is a day that you should not really put too much effort in attempting to get higher in the achievement level of work or get somewhere real quick. On the 16th, we're having our last final exact Uranus-Pluto square at 15 degrees. Uranus in Aries, Pluto in Capricorn, right smack in the middle. Now this is between your 9th house and 12th house. 9th house of education and certification and foreign travel. And the 12th house of secrets and psychic ability and spirituality and quiet inner peace and reflection. Also, 12th house is creative, but on an artistic level, ruled by Neptune naturally. It's the house of Pisces, but it's musicians, artists type of energy. But this could apply in so many ways. I'd love to look at your chart to tell you how it's actually going to apply to you and to what degree. However, in between the 9th and 12th, expect tension if you are traveling. Definitely, if you're traveling abroad, there's a stressful aspect. Pluto is intensity, and you will be feeling things more intensely and shockingly with Uranus. Electricity and jolts of change. The 16th is a day where I will be at home watching movies and removing my brain from my skull. So you might want to chill out that day too. Definitely not a day to be scheduling job interviews and pushing forward with the traveling plans. Lay low on the 16th. Now the 17th, St. Patrick's Day, Venus is going to enter your sign. This is huge. I love a Venus transit, and Venus entering your first house. She's with you in the 12th now, making you go inward. Not reanalyzing, but I'm sorry, beautifying. Venus, smoothing over. Venus is also money, okay? In addition to love, going into the first house, you are looking your best. This is when, aesthetically, throughout the year, this 28 to 36 day period, Venus has you banging. You're looking your best. And people are noticing this. People are drawn to you. She's romantic. They are attracted to you. You are attractive, and you are attracting a lot of energy to you with Venus in the first house. She'll be there from the 17th all through the rest of March and half of April. Now on the 20th, this is everything because it's the first day of spring. So it's the first day of our astrological calendar, which starts the first day of Aries, March 20th. The sun enters Aries, definitely affecting your 12th house. This is a quiet time for you, Taurus. 6 months prior to your birthday, 6 weeks prior to your birthday, it's time to go inward and learn all of your lessons in a full 6 weeks that you probably should have learned the whole year, but you'll reinvestigate them, revisit them as you go inward. But on the 20th, okay, is our new moon, which is very rare to start the new astrological year, but it's also a solar eclipse at 29 degrees Pisces. So what does this mean? Well, it means that it's the vernal equinox for the northern hemisphere and the autumnal equinox for the southern hemisphere, but it also means your 11th and cusp 12th house are really affected by the eclipse. Not a great day for candle work or candle magic on eclipses. They get rerouted for those practicing, just to let you know. But your 11th house, social. See, this is what's up, Taurus. You're right on the brink of feeling the need to be extremely social and put yourself out there, or absolutely retreat and be the hermit and be withdrawn and stay at home. Because this eclipse energy is between a very social sector and a very withdrawn sector for you. You could be torn back and forth. Either whatever's naturally the way you're feeling is the way you should respond. Don't feel forced to be social if you're feeling like staying in, and vice versa. Because this will work to your benefit. I think you could eclipse out some friendships that no longer suit you. You could eclipse out energy in the 11th. And then have it eclipse back in by April 4th when we have our second lunar eclipse that I'll get to next month. But there's usually a 14-day interim between eclipse energy. And you could see some clubs or people that no longer serve you in your best interest go bye-bye around the time of the 20th. But that's cool. You can start the new year without their energy. Now on the 30th, Mercury makes his second transit now into Aries, into this 12th house where he's conjunct Uranus, conjunct the sun, conjunct the new moon. It is nutso, but in a positive way because, a lot of action in the 12th house is just a little bit of an oxymoron because it's a very quiet house, but this is your psychic ability. You could be receiving a ton of dreams and a lot of premonitions around this time. Mercury is information. 12th house is dreams, information while you sleep. You're being led. This is time to keep your notepad next to your nightstand. I said that for Aries as well. But it's an important time of internal influence for you, Taurus. The last day of March, Mars moves into your sign where he's going to meet up with Venus. You have the perfect balance of male and female energy in your first house of self. Yeah, you're looking amazing. You have action, stamina, drive, and ambition from the 31st of March through all of April and half of May. So, working out, stamina, ambition, aggression. So watch the road rage, watch the driving and the temper in general. And watch the harsh delivery of speech, because Mars to its detriment can make you harsh there. I do want to but Venus will be conjunct him, so there's a smoothing over. They work together. Mars will never be at his harshest in a sector where Venus is snuggled up next to him. She will lessen the blow of March. Oh, I just noticed the bottom card is the first day of spring. This is the card that means March 20th in the Tarot. Isn't that cool? And that's where all the action is. Okay, so let's see what your spread is like for Taurus for March. And if you'd like a personal reading with me to be more detailed and pinpoint and accurate to your natal chart and your natal degrees, book a reading with me. AudreyAllison.com and on Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. Taurus, March 2015. Let's see what your cards are. Ace of Swords, positive thinking, wisdom, a brilliant idea. It's a mental card. I haven't had this one yet, the whole reading, or for all the signs. This is the Seven of Cups. This is your intuition. This is the 12th house of internal spiritual guidance, having all of the tools you need to make informative decisions. All right, Seven of Swords, not the best card. There could be gossip about you. I'll get to that in a minute, because these are your final cards. The Seven of Coins, the obelisk, transformation, the 7 chakras, getting to the goal, and the King of Fire, the master of feelings, King of Wands, King of Staves, whatever you prefer. Now, your mind. This is your mind, your personal goal. What you keep in your thought is what will be manifested. And this is your emotional self. So from here to here, the chakras, the first and third, or the third and first. And, these represent all of the 7 chakras. This is the crown all the way down to the root. Solar plexus, all of this, the heart chakra, the throat, it's all lit up. But you're going through, I wanted to say temperamental phases or temperamental changes. Watch your mood. And this is just out of left field, but I also just heard check your thyroid, check your hormones. That's a medical thing, and I am not a PhD by any means. But after I was discussing this, I felt like you might need a balance check, a chakra balance check. But also, what came up was thyroid. I heard it crystal clear. I heard check your thyroid. And I know they're not talking to me because I actually just had that shit taken care of. But this could be you going like this emotionally and then needing to oh, that's what they meant. Temperance. Temper it out. Make it even. Make it nice. Make it even. You need to level out all of your hormones, whether that's balancing the chakra, yoga, relaxation, getting some blood work done. That could be easily handled. But here it is. You have a lot of passion. You are driven. You are inspired. You could also have a fire sign male around you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who has a lot of feelings for you. But look, I always say, if people are talking about you, let them. Because gossip, whether it's good or bad, is good, because if people have your name in their mouth, you're doing something right. Let them. And you know what? Just let it go. It doesn't really matter what anyone thinks of you. You know what's up internally. So that's really all that really matters, Taurus. I hope you have a beautiful month, and I want to thank you for joining me. My name is Audrey Allison, and have a sweet day. Bye. I'll see you next month.